Brilliance Audio presents Islands in the Net by Bruce Sterling. Performed by Rebecca Mozo. Laura warmed Loretta's formula and tried to feed her, but she wouldn't be comforted. She was kicking and arching her spine and wadding up her little face. She was a very good-tempered baby, in daylight at least. But if she woke at night, she became a bag of nerves. The sound wasn't her hungry cry or her lonely cry, but tremulous, high-pitched noises that said she didn't know what to do with herself. Laura decided to take her out on the walkway. That usually calmed her down. It looked like a nice night, anyway. She shrugged into her nightrobe. A 3/4 moon was up. Laura walked barefoot on the damp boards. Moonlight on the surf. It had a numinous look. It was so beautiful that it was almost funny, as if nature had decided to imitate, not art, but a sofa-sized velvet painting. She walked back and forth, crooning to Loretta, whose wails had finally died into crotchety whimpers. Laura thought about her mother. Mothers and daughters. This time around, it would be different. A sudden prickling sensation washed over her. Without warning, it turned to fear. She looked up, feeling startled, and saw something she didn't believe. It perched in mid-air in the moonlight, humming. An hourglass cut by a shimmering disk. Laura shrieked out loud. The apparition hung there for a moment, as if defying her to believe in it. Then it tilted in mid-air and headed out to sea. In a few moments, she had lost it. The baby was too scared to cry. Laura had crushed her to her breasts in panic, and it seemed to have scared the baby into some primeval reflex. A reflex from cave times when voodoo horrors stalked outside the firelight, things that smelled milk and knew young flesh was tender. A spasm of trembling shook Laura from head to foot. One of the guest room doors opened. Moonlight glinted on the gray hair of Winston Stubbs, a shaman's dreadlocks. He stepped out onto the boardwalk, wearing only his jeans. His grizzled chest had the sunken look of age, but he was strong. And he was someone else. "I hear a scream," he said. "What's wrong, daughter?" "I saw something," Laura said. Her voice shook. "It scared me. I'm sorry." "I was awake," he said. "I hear the baby outside. Us old people, I don't sleep much. A prowler, maybe." He scanned the beach. "I need my glasses." Shock began seeping out of her. "I saw something in the air," she said more firmly. "A kind of machine, I think." "A machine," said Stubbs. "Not a ghost." "No." "You look like a duppy come ready to grab your child, girl," Stubbs said. "A machine, though. I don't like that. There are machines and machines, seen? Could be a spy." "A spy?" Laura said. It was an explanation, and it got her brain working again. "I don't know. I've seen drone aircraft. People use them to crop dust, but they have wings. They're not like flying saucers." "You saw a flying saucer?" Stubbs said, impressed. "Crucial. Where did it go?" "Let's go in," Laura said, shivering. "You don't want to see it, Mr. Stubbs." "But I do see," said Stubbs. He pointed. Laura turned to look. The thing was sweeping toward them, from over the water. It whirred. It swept over the beach at high speed. As it closed on them, it opened fire. A chattering gout of bullets slammed into Stubbs' chest and belly, flinging him against the wall. His body bloomed open under the impact. The flying thing veered off above the roof, its whine dying as it slipped into darkness. Stubbs slid to the boards of the walkway. His dreadlocks had slipped askew. They were a wig. Below them, his skull was bald. Laura lifted one hand to her cheek. Something had stung her there. Little bits of sand, she thought vaguely. Little bits of sand that had jumped from those impact holes. Those pockmarks in the wall of her house where the bullets had passed through the old man. The holes looked dark in the moonlight. They were full of his blood.